Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today, as you can see, we're in the 1.17 snapshot for the new Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. And we have all the fancy new blocks here, and we have our spyglass in our hand. So right here, this is pretty much all of the new blocks in the snapshot update. We have lava cauldrons now, we have all the new copper blocks, we have the normal copper block, and then we have cut copper, which has a nice texture to it, and then there's all the variants, and then we have these new blocks here. This is the calcite and the tough. Now these spawn around the new amethyst blocks, or ores, whatever they are. And then we also have candles, which are really cool. This is probably one of my favorites of the update. And also tinted glass, which should be interesting for survival and stuff. Anyways, I'm sure you guys saw all the new updates in other videos, but what we're here for today is the build. So we have a lineup of builds with all the new blocks, and so let's get into it. Now if you like what you see in the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more, because I will be uploading more build content and more stuff from this snapshot. So if you want to see it, be sure to subscribe. It'll be really greatly appreciated. So yeah, let's get right into this build. So this first build is it's a clock tower, and it's basically made up of all the new blocks for the most part, besides the bricks right here. But other than that, it's all new blocks. Now I have built this design before, but it was with older blocks, and I figured it would look really cool using the copper blocks. And this build turned out pretty interesting using all the new blocks here, and using copper on like a larger scale, and using it as the main block. So here in the middle we have the calcite block, and then for the window here, I just used diorite stairs because we don't have calcite stairs. I'm not sure if we will get them, but it would be great if we did. And then here, just for some basic detail, I use the lightning rods going around here. And then for the actual clock tower part, you can see we use the weathered copper block. And this is probably my favorite part of the block, or the new item, is that it has different variants, so you can do kind of gradients and stuff. And you can mix it in to make your building look older. And then this is probably my favorite part of the build, which is the roof, which is made of copper. And then the semi-weathered copper. That makes a really cool rusted design. It looks old, it looks weathered. It just looks really cool. And also, this is a great roof block. And then at the top here, we just have some copper rods for the little needle point. But overall, it was really interesting building with the new block. I think I'm mostly a fan of this, the weathered copper block, because it's older, it doesn't look as fresh and new. Like, it doesn't have that polished look like it has here, you can see with the lines. Yeah, I think the weathered copper is going to be used a lot for some builds. And the clock tower is pretty much the same around all sides, it's even. Yeah, I really like this top bit here, how it's weathered down, especially the roof. Now this is a bit of a smaller build, of course, but it's just kind of showcasing what you can do with the candles. I made this chandelier right here. It's just a basic design, hanging from a chain. And then you have the single candles and the iron bars. And then I just put this hopper here just to add some shape to it. There's probably like a million different chandelier designs you can make with candles, or like lamp designs. But I just kind of wanted to go and show one that you could do, and hopefully you can get some inspiration and come up with your own too. Yeah, I think candles are a game changer for lighting. Now this is a build I did for a blacksmith to use for the lava cauldrons, but I did end up using some of the new blocks here. Like I used the top for the base of the building, and it didn't turn out too bad. And then I used the copper for the roof, of course, and it turned out pretty nice. But the main event is the lava cauldrons here. So I used it for this kind of forgery look. And then over here, I used the lightning rod, to look kind of like a molten metal piece. Like it's burning and it's hot and it just came fresh out of the lava. I think this looks really cool. Especially with the fire and stuff. It looks like it's coming out of the lava cauldron from the chain. So if you have a blacksmith or something, you can use this block for some hot metal. It looks really cool. This is probably one of the more creative ones that I did here. Yeah, these lava cauldrons, they're great. They're going to be really useful for some medieval builds and stuff, and just for decoration in general. Now this, I used the calcite and the lightning rods. And as you can see, it's not for attracting lightning, of course. It's for the build. It's for this railing here, which was this is probably the first thing I thought of when I saw the new block, or when I saw the snapshot. I think it turned out really great. And then of course we have the calcite here for the kind of Asian Oriental build. And I'm not the best at Oriental builds, but this is what I came up with, and it turned out pretty decent. But the main thing wasn't the Oriental style build. I wanted to kind of showcase just what you can do with these lightning rods to make a kind of railing here. I think it turned out pretty cool. Now you can use this on any theme, of course. It doesn't have to be an Oriental theme. You can use it for modern even. Basically any kind of build where you have a balcony and you're using kind of this orange color palette. Here it is up close if you're gonna have this in your house or something. I think it goes great with the acacia trapdoors. It looks really sturdy too. I think it's thicker than an iron bar. It might be the same. This looks really sturdy and looks like a nice little railing design. And I use it here for the supports, but I didn't know what else to put here, so I just kind of stuck that there. That looks a tiny bit off, but I think I got the point across nicely, showcasing how you can use it for a rail. And also the calcite block looks really nice here. I know it's like a nice in-between quartz and diorite block. It's not too rough and it's not too smooth. It's kind of just right. So I think it works out really nicely for builds. On this one, this is another favorite of mine, and this is also the last one. I used copper blocks for pipes in a build. So if you have a steampunky build or some kind of industrial district in your world, you can use this for decoration and it'll turn out, it'll turn out really, really great. I just think if you have a whole system of these in your base, it's gonna look really, really cool. Because the copper is already an industrial type of block. And then here I have a smaller pipe going through to the other one. If you have any kind of industrial build, just pop these in somewhere and it'll turn it around real quick and it'll make it look amazing. And then also added the trapdoors to add some more depth. I think that adds to it a lot. It probably completes it. Otherwise it just look like random blocks blobbed together. Yeah, these pipe designs, I think I said all of them are my favorite so far, but this is one of my favorites as well. And now that is the last of the build. These are some 5 tips and tricks you can use for building to take inspiration on and use in your own world or use whenever you update to 1.17. Or I didn't use all of them, like the amethyst blocks. I couldn't really come up with anything too cool, but I have seen a lot of cool uses from other people with the amethyst blocks. So if you liked any of these builds or found anything useful from the builds, be sure to give a like and also comment one of your favorite parts or your favorite build, and also subscribe while you're at it, because I will be uploading more content as soon as the 1.17 snapshots come out. I'll get to building right away, try and conjure up some new things, and I already have a whole load of stuff for another video that I'll be showing next. So if you want to learn how to use the candles more, I have a whole set of things over here that you can do with candles, not specifically for lighting, but for other creative uses, which I think are really cool. So if you want to see that and be on the lookout for it, be sure to subscribe, and you'll see it in your sub box. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out, be blessed, goodbye.